Hello guys, welcome back to Heartspan 4, playing with the Kaiserreich mod and playing as the Commune of France, the French Commune. Let us continue. And yeah, let's see. We have 4 volunteers over here, and I think that's it, right? Yeah, I don't want to aid either of these two. I think America should break up even more with a communist state up here or something like that, and then the Pacific. I think the actual United States will most likely disappear during that civil war. Alright, so let's see what were we doing here. Just a second, it feels like the sound is very low here. No? Odd. Just a second. Oh well. Back to it. War support 55. Outcome of the Spartacade. We have got a few medals in the event, but not enough for a team to be the winner. Aww. Boo. The Diary of a Country Priest, newest book of George Bernanos. The history of French literature is unique. It is comprised of centuries of great masterpieces, which deliver to the reader ultimate feelings. The newest book, promoted very hard by the art's highest bureau, is about a Catholic priest who, after new acts on religion are passed after the second revolution, comes to village and tries to spread the word of God. Unfortunately, the government has sent a young syndicalist activist to teach the village about the blessings of Marxism as well. Soon, a love triangle forms between the priest, the agitator, and the daughter of a wealthy kulak. The story ends on a happy note as the priest loses his faith and becomes a mechanic, and the agitator and the girl starts new happy life together with Marx. Critics from non-syndicalist countries say that this is an utter piece of propaganda and that the story it tells is rubbish. However, the common folk of the Cindy France are taking quite a liking to it. I want more. That's not propaganda at all. Tank designer. Oh, 2 tank designers. Oh damn. What do we want? I think we want. Should we take focus on heavy tanks? I feel like we should. What? Theory? No. Chief of Army first, maybe. Static defense, guns and butter. Liberté. Autonomy. Decisive battle, division attack. Pierre Fabien. Sure. Il est sure. Are we still pushing here? Here we are. Well, somewhat. Whoops. Okay. Argentina declared war on the Patagonian Workers' Front. Okay. The Second Internationale, the first syndicalist international held in Paris, dealt with spreading the ideology overseas, supporting syndicalist movements and strengthening the ties between existing syndicalist nations, and thanks to the gathering success, the Second Internationale has been called to be held in London. Representatives from the entire world were greeted by a British artillery salute, a Scottish bagpipe chorus, and an overall warm reception. As Europe rolls closer and closer to war, military and economic cooperation between the syndicalists is expected to be the primary topic of discussion, and France and Britain will once again call the shots on the International's policy. Alright, again. Okay, the Chilean-Argentinian War. Tensions have been running high between the two regional powers for years now, as the ideological differences drove the nations further and further apart. Support by Chile for the FOP in Patagonia and the incapacity of Argentina to quell the rebellion have finally come to blows as a joint offensive by the Argentinian Navy and Armada was met with heavy resistance on the Rio Negro, with Chilean forces opening fire on the advancing Argentinian troops. Can we, I guess, yeah, you are at war. Oh, damn, son. Okay. So clicks. You have anything bad? Nope. Okay. Well, you also... okay, let's see. Can we support you? You have your own... yeah. Let's see. Send volunteers. We can send 2. Alright. Let's try to do that. It's you up here. You send 2 motorized. Fine. And send volunteers. Donk. Okay. New tech. Not bad. That's 39. Still doing that. That's fine. Let's see. Field hospital. Yes. I want that. Still no civil war in Spain. Day 5, Cambridge Conference. Along with the politicians in London, a separate meeting of scientists from France and Britain took place in the old university in Cambridge. It was decided that the syndicalist countries should combine their research in order to develop a weapon capable of protecting the revolution from the increasingly aggressive imperialistic threat. Knowledge is power. Day 6, Chile requests support. The Chileans have asked for assistance in improving their army in the face of hostile imperialistic foes such as Argentina. Bordered on virtually all sides by threats, Chile's position might become increasingly precarious without our help. Furthermore, they could prove invaluable at safeguarding the revolution in the New World. We cannot let them fall, alas. Fine. End of the 1937 Spartakiad. The Spartakiad has ended, and it has been a tremendous success, with a great many people enjoying the games. It was a very good move to join the Spartakiad, the Olympics of the working class. Too bad it ended. Okay. Syndicalism spreads to the Philippines. Oh. Having just achieved independence from the United States, the Philippines face today perhaps one of the most serious challenges any new country could face. Inspired by the combined syndicates of America and the Barranquilla Commune, disgruntled army officers march on Manila to support rebelling peasants and workers. It seems the army support for syndicalism was more widespread than expected, and the army rapidly declared support for the syndicalist movement. Now left with no army outside of a few loyalist divisions and not wanting to see the archipelago descend into another bloody civil war, the government signed power over to the syndicalist movement's leaders. Even in Asia, liberalism isn't safe. Ugh, that's a lot of reading. Okay, nice. Are you... oh, you're national populist, okay. I see. I don't think we have that many national populists in this, like, timeline. A couple here and there. Europe, oh, Finland. Market liberals. Paternal autocrats. Okay. And you still haven't arrived? No. Okay, a couple of days. Oh, okay. Will you even make it in time? The final act of the Second International Congress, with all important decisions made during the first week, the Congress has moved on to less pressing matters. After 10 days of negotiations, discussion and politicking, the delegates came up with one final act, a declaration of eternal brotherhood and readiness to face the imperialists, wherever they are to be found. Prolétaires, de tout les pays unis se voir. Yes. I agree. Okay. Front line. Go up here. How's it going up here? Still pushing. Oh, you are a bit wrecked here. It's going up again. Coming out spirit. Well, they're not dead yet, so I guess that's good. Oh, here we go. Oops. Non-aggression pact, sure. Alright, so Spain descended whoops, into civil war. Camarade Blum's call for solidarity with Spain. As civil war ravages the Iberian Peninsula, stories of white terror storm across the Pyrenees, horrifying our populace. Throughout the Commune, spontaneous gatherings and congresses have convened to gather funds and materials for our Spanish comrades to show the unwavering support offered to the CNT-FI. As such an event, Trébilleur delegate Leon Blum has delivered a powerful speech urging the government to press on its support for the Spaniard workers and peasants by uniting in an international people's front against reactionaries and monarchists. This popular front speech has been widely praised for its eloquence and solid socialist conviction. Monsieur Blum's fame as a public speaker has certainly been improved. Good work. The Spanish Civil War. Ever since the defeat of Napoleon, Spain has been plagued by violence, dissent, and turmoil. No amount of pleading, deal-making, and appeasement has managed to do more on paper over the cracks as tensions bubbled. Finally, they boiled over. The Spanish kingdom has been ripped apart by a three-sided civil war between numerous factions: the loyalists of the Madrid government, the supporters of the pretender Javier, and finally the anarcho-syndicalist CNT-FI. There are already numerous reports of volunteers and equipment being shipped to Spain from all over the world to support one faction or another. Spain will be torn to shreds as a battlefield for the ideological forces of the wider world. It was inevitable. Oh no. Belgrade Pact, I see. Well, how many can I send here? 3. Alright. I guess I could take 3 from here. Why is this so low? It's not going up? Oh, it is. Mountaineer and 2 dudes here. Fine. Foundation of the Belgrade Pact. Serbia, Romania and Greece, the 3 Balkan members of the Entente, all with revanchist views of their own, have recently gathered to a common table of negotiations and have announced the beginning of the Belgrade Pact. While this pact puts a lot of focus on cultural discussion and preserving Balkan identities, it is also a military alliance between the participants, seemingly directed at the countries separating them and holding their ancestral lands. Is that Bulgaria? This new development is a big thorn in Bulgarian domination of the Balkans, but only the incoming reaction of the other Central Powers can determine whether it will yield any fruit. Hopefully the Balkans won't start another world war. God damn it. This fever here I'm having, not good. Okay, so Bulgaria is not in the Reichspakt. Time for another division of Bulgaria, perhaps. Ferdinand. Black Monday. Expanding their reserves. Defending our land. Okay. Export wheat. Okay, nice. Could be fun doing a Bulgarian Let's Play as well. Okay, yeah, how is it going down here? Did we die yet? No. Try and go up there. What's this? Decision. War propaganda. Nah. Nah. God damn it. Very sorry. With the coughing. 1937 Dutch elections. The Netherlands has traditionally been one of the most political stable nations in Europe. The Dutch people have for years been entrenched in their own institutional pillars, which have tended to undermine radical tendencies. Due to the economic chaos caused by the Netherlands' close ties to Germany and Middle Europa, and the rise of the far left Red Front and a nationalist VNH, the country's political situation is more tense than it has been in many years. The coalition of conservatives and confessional parties that make up the CNA have once again won the election, albeit with a heavy diminished majority seeing the logic in taking advantage of the nationalist VNH's hatred of the left and the Landwacht paramilitaries. The CNA has hitched its wagon to the far right. The Dutch do love their elections. Sweden, oh yeah, it's right, the Commune, wants to join the International. The Swedish revolutionary government has petitioned us with the desire to join the struggle for the world revolution. Shall we crush the bourgeoisie together with the Swedish worker? Yes, no. Yes. Right. That was what? Infrastructure. Right. Building 2 civilian factories. Oh, we can demand this. The illegal Swiss occupation of Haute Savoy has gone on for far too long. The Swiss have shown themselves brutish tyrants and oppressors of our people on our own rightful land. No one can have the audacity to persecute and hunt down Frenchmen and think they may get away with it. The perfidious Swiss have made their last mistake. Yes. Are you planning your coming home? Improve machine tools. I see. This is 37. We are on 37. Let's get construction 2. When will you arrive again? I forgot. 12th of June. Alright. That's gonna take a while. How many do we have here? Normal Spain. Oh, damn. 16 to 31. 18 to 38. 7 to 29. French. Wait, what? Oh, the French Republic, right. Do you have your own? Oh, you do. You as well? Yeah. Arrestation. The Entente. Legion Española. And you? Yeah, obviously. We looked at this earlier. Nice. No, you didn't take this one yet. Oh, that's Chile, right. Okay. They're being stubborn here. Okay. No, you can't kill this. Okay, yes you can. Good. Alright. The Mozambique Bush War. Though there are some that believe that old-fashioned colonial wars are a relic of the pre-Weltkrieg era, recent events in Africa have shown that man's thirst for battle on the Dark Continent is not in any immediate danger of abating. Growing tensions between German Middle Africa and the Portuguese colonies have degenerated in recent months from somewhat partial disputes involving little more than cattle raiding into open conflict in Mozambique and Angola, with colonial troops and their white officers on both sides waging fruitless guerrilla war that is sure to cost many lives, if they think it's worth it. Where to first? Down here? I don't know. Or up here? Always a bit of a mess. I think maybe down here first. Let's see. Front line. Go here. No, wait, we have 3 here, right. Can we do this? How are things going up here? Still pushing. Somewhat successful. Very little. Oh, Chile's having a hard time. Yeah, Argentina and Paraguay, they made peace. Oh, because you became a puppet. I see. Okay. You were also syndicalist, right? Radical socialist. Still nothing up here. Fonte launches totalist coup in Patagonia, with war raging between Carles Argentina and Chilean-backed Patagonia. A power vacuum in the capital, Puerto Madryn, was almost inevitable. No, inevitable. Yeah, with most red soldiers away at the front lines. In an astounding turn of events, infamous bandolero Alfredo Fonte el Toscano and a collection of mercenaries, misfits, and leftist radicals seized the capital, declaring the spinelessness of the socialist government at an end. Executing many relatively moderate socialist and syndicalist, Fonte's extreme totalist faction has called for more harshly promulgated war against Buenos Aires, quickly implementing a number of brutal war measures. It is unknown whether Patagonia will survive the turbulence of such a regime change. Somewhat embarrassing. Yeah, okay. Recruitable pop 30. Yeah, but I don't think that a lot of people live down here. Huh, okay. Oh, you're continuing. Alright. How are things going up here? Right. Offensive line. Try that. Okay, Ecuador. Peace deal. Philippines request Communard support. Representatives from the Philippines have approached us with a plan to prevent a minor economic crisis in the country. They plan to expand the armed forces, thus increasing their industrial output, and wish the Commune helps them on this task. This could prove useful. Not only would prevent an economic crisis in that country, but we will gain a new friend, countering Japanese and German influences on the Asia-Pacific area, and gaining a springboard for the spread of the revolution in the region. Yes, sure. Yeah, how we can't invite you, can we? No. World tension needs to be higher. But we did aid you a bit, but still aided you with one division. There's more still going. Damn, son. Huey Long. Entente? Really? Patent reform plan. Damn. Oh, just more tanks. Dispersed industry. Let's get yeah, oil processing things. We need it. Okay, that's good. All our difficult small proxy wars here. Still pushing, ever so slightly. Right, did we take that province down here? We did. Uh-oh. Shit. It's difficult having so many areas, theaters of war. But I think Argentina will win this war, though. The Bastille Day celebrations. Today is the Fête Nationale, the celebration of the storming of the Bastille and the beginning of the First French Revolution. Vive la France! Okay. Grab that so we can actually get some you call it? Supplies. Surprise. Yeah, you have like what, 300k people living down here. That's not a lot. Saudi Arabia has joined the Cairo Pact. Cairo Pact. Ah, Egypt. I see. I guess they're the leader. So many small packs here. I like it. The Entente. Okay, here. That's going. Good. Also pushing a bit up there. English assistance. Why can't I give you assistance? 38. No, it's too early. Tanks. That's 39. Still too early. We could maybe start building some heavy tanks. 38. I guess we could take. Let's see. Naval. Escort ships. That's 33. Oh, damn. Oh, I already have that. Oh, that's ahead of time. I see. I guess we could, do more stuff over here. Rubber and oil. We do need it. Oh, the clique got eaten. Let's see. Chief of Staff. Organization. Recovery rate, maneuver, mass combat. Yeah, let's take that one. We are anarchists after all. Okay, so Sigismund's coup in White Ruthenia. Open street battles were reported in the streets of Minsk today as White Ruthenian security forces under the control of Prince Sigismund or Sigismund launched a daring coup against the reigning monarch Vladimir Vladimir. For years, the Hohenzollern monarchy in the kingdom, born from the ruins of the People's Republic, has been racked with internal strife, and despite Vladimir's belated efforts to undermine Sigismund's power base within the intelligence services, his brother has now put an end to the hemophiliac's tenuous rule. The nation is now under the rule of a man well known for paying little heed to his German ancestry and who is willing to work with Russia and White Ruthenia nationalists over his own kin. Brother against brother. Is this really the way? I guess. Okay, so, right. Can we take this? Can try. Okay. Nationalist coup in White Ruthenia. After the Weltkrieg, the Germans formed the White Russian state in the White Rus, even though the local population could hardly be considered a single nation before. This lack of national identity didn't stop the Germans from imposing their order over this country, and this resulted in tensions that have now been released. Prince Sigismund of White Ruthenia, the leader of the Belarusian nationalist forces in White Ruthenia, has seized control of the country after the previous king perished in a theater explosion. Whether Sigismund I will rebel against the Germans or sit hoping that they accept this new order is still hard to tell. Okay, so no civil war, but just a change of power here. I see. Still pushing. Syndicalism spreads to Burma. Following a string of poor decisions by the Burmese government, culminating in an order to the Royal Burmese Army to open fire on protesting students and workers, the entire country turned against the royalty. The newly founded National Council is now forming a new syndicalist government and is reportedly already considering looking outwards for strong, like-minded allies. Country after country, the revolution progresses. I see. Wonderful. More. Okay. That's fine. Let's see. Let's try and push. I don't know. Something like this. If possible. Union of Eastern Syndicalist Union. Aww. Making your own little faction. Okay. My phone is beeping. Which means we need to cut In a couple of minutes we'll cut. Oh, god damn it. I need to join the International instead. Syndicalism prevails in Ukraine. Ooh. After the Weltkrieg, Ukraine became a battleground between the pro-German Hetmanate, the Bolsheviks, Mano, Free Territory, and many other armed groups. The Hetmanate prevailed, but it turned out to be unpopular among the Ukrainians, and after an agricultural crisis and the infamous Black Monday, the hatred reached a breaking point. The famous Ukrainian syndicalist leader, Nikita Khrushchev, has led his Red Militia to dissolve the kingdom and declare Ukrainian Socialist Republic. Time will tell whether this new entity will endure a German reaction, but this victory has strengthened the far-left positions across the Reichspakt. Okay. Khrushchev, the future leader of the Soviet Union, I think. Aha, finally. Demand Hot Savoy. Still not sure how to say this. The bourgeoisie Swiss government has shown its true face and has toppled the democratically elected socialist councils in Geneva, Lausanne, and other French-speaking cantons. As if that were not enough, they beat and bloody Frenchmen on our own soil in Savoy. Our agents have reported numerous atrocities against armed workers and civilians as the Swiss Federal Army has implemented martial law. Despite their best efforts, some French-speaking syndicalist sympathizers have evaded the Federal Army and found a safe haven in our country. They have just set up a syndicalist Swiss-French government in exile and called for the restoration of properly elected officials and the prosecution of the current federal government. Since none of the reactionary powers seem to be willing to come to Switzerland's rescue, this is a one-time opportunity to send an ultimatum to Bern and both empower syndicalist movements in our neighbor and see the return of our rightful territory. Demand! No. Demand. Yes? Nothing. Can we assist? Help? Here, support the CNT. Right. Let's do that. Support the CNT. Our comrades of the CNT are fighting against the Carlist and Bourbon reactionaries to liberate the whole of Spain, and probably soon the whole Iberian Peninsula, as we speak. We have made a promise to help them in their cause, and we will, without doubt, make good on it. And no later than now. It only takes 7 days. So. The Swiss Federation accepts. We have demanded the Haute-Savoie province to defend our people, and the Swiss have accepted. Good. Press them for greater concessions. I think this is fine. Upper Savoy, 10 stability. Yoink. You two. Control. No. No, wait. Go here instead. Alright. The Savoyard crisis resolved. A few days ago, a demand from the French Commune of France was telegraphed to the Swiss government, ceded the province of Haute-Savoie on the threat of armed coercion. The French characterized their demands as a need to end the persecution of the French population within the province. The Swiss government decided to avoid war and agreed, stating the peaceful transfer of ownership was preferable to bloodshed. This is a victory for the French government, which has already declared the reclamation of Haute-Savoie a victory for the world's working class. It spreads. So we gained these two. Alright, nothing major, but still. It's a good. Support the CNT. Now this should have an extra bonus. Yep. You're getting from, oh damn, Austrian, Portuguese, French. No one here. Okay. construction. Could also start on the actual army here. Ooh, or this maybe. Oh, so many things I want. Now we have this. Oh, no, we don't. I thought we did. I guess we should have pressed for more. Oh well. Building, that's just building slots. That's fine. Let's get this one. Military build-up. To prepare for the upcoming war, we'll need to develop our war industry rapidly and efficiently. This may damage our short-term economic growth, and this may not be popular for those in our populace who hope for peace and prosperity, but we sadly know better. The survival of the revolution is at stake here. Yoink. So, how are things going down here? I wish you could just give it to these, yeah, guys. Go here. Oh, can we liberate this division over here? How are things going over here? Still pushing, also slightly. Might need to redo the whole front line up here, actually. Ecuador. You go here. So you ate them? No. Well, didn't you eat something? I don't know. It seems to be bigger now. This confederation. This is still going on. Interesting. No, no, oh, what was that? Oh well. No communists. What happened? Can I check somewhere, like, things that happened? No. Oh, that gave 10? Jesus. Oh well, it's probably some minor war. Oh. Oh, you ate the Portuguese colonies. Serbia declared war. You're fighting the Fourth Balkan War. A country was reborn in the Balkans after the Weltkrieg, Greater Bulgaria, the titan of the peninsula, uniting all Bulgarian lands and beyond. This kingdom for all Bulgarians were born with bloodshed and war, though, defeating Serbia, Greece, and Romania in the Weltkrieg, a move that these three nations are still bitter about today. This tension led to the formation of the Belgrade Pact, and this alliance of Balkan states has now declared war on the Tsardom, throwing the region into conflict yet again. Will Ferdinand I save his nation from this overwhelming force, or will his kingdom be divided once more? What's with the Balkans and war all this time? Or all the time? Okay. These guys are now winning. Oh. Yep. Land recovery. 10 population factor, damn. Okay, no manpower left really. The Republic survives. Ah, you have this one, right. Purged opposition. Right, we need to cut though. Should have probably cut some time ago. Yep, like 10 minutes ago or something like that. Oh, shit. Oh well, at least it's support, but still. How many men do you have? 3 to 5. Oh, that's fine. mobilizing. How about up here? Oh, that's not mine. Go here and here. Cut off this division maybe. Up here, that's fine. Somewhat. Let's see. Halt. Let's see. There. Offensive line. Do that. Yeah, GG Bulgaria. Oh, Ottoman is also good. No? Oh, they maybe just pressed some claims or something. And they just got it. Field hospital. We're still in 37. Right. Let's get the maintenance company. You're still sort of wrecked. Yeah. You are... Okay, 30. Oil processing. Nice. Let's get the fuel refining too. Militia division. I think it's these guys, right? Yeah. Change to... Was it these guys or these with... I think it's these guys, right? With artillery. The fire support. That's right. 18. Yeah. Do that. Do we have a engineer? We do. Train. Just pop in Paris for now. Okay. This is too big. Do this instead. And down here.
Attention.
Try and smash that. Okay, that's a lot of wasteland. It goes up here. Okay. What is Brazil, by the way? Okay. Democratic. Oh, damn. Look at this tree here. Jesus Christ. Oh, that's good. Excavation. Yep. Rally the anarchists. Insufficient resources. Okay. Do I care? Not really. Not really. What are you doing? Oh, you're still doing the civil war, right? Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's just get this fire control system. It's okay. So build up. Calibrating. Let's get rid of this bad inefficient intelligence. It has become clearly obvious that we cannot defend our country in a satisfactory manner without a modern centralized intelligence agency. The taboos of old still hold against such centralized, unscrutinized authority, but it is a sacrifice we have to make. German spies laugh softly at our pitiful intelligence committees. Right, let's get rid of that. Bulgaria winning? I don't think so. But the CNT Phi down here, doing a decent job. Nepal. Nepal. What? Really? Against these two? You mad? Why would you do that? Oh, it's just a random, what do you call it? Average idea tree or national focus tree. I sort of want to see what happens over here before we end, but it could take a while. Just stuck up here. Nationalist Birth Act. Monthly population plus 10%. Okay. Over. Rise of the Mongol Empire. News and reliable sources of them are scarce in the vast plains of Mongolia, but it has recently come to light that the Mad Baron of Mongolia, Roman Ungern von Sternberg, has arisen to new heights and declared himself to be the successor to Genghis Khan, appropriately named Ungern Khan. It is not known that this change will entail, though. The Mongolian army has already defeated the Marklik, and von Sternberg has declared his right to reign over all Mongolians numerous times before. Experts deny the possibility that the Mongolians could pose a threat to the established powers in the Far East, but the fresh Khan's ambition can only grow higher. That's insane. That's insane. Genghis Khan the second. Damn. The what? Empire of Japan. Oh. Oh. You're being crushed, a Russian Empire. Legionnaire on Austria. Damn, son. Okay. Oh, Jesus. Pause. The fall of Madrid. Oh, to who? Ah, the Carlists. Reports from Madrid confirm that the Spanish city has been captured by advancing Carlist troops after a long, merciless fighting through the hilly terrain and the old city. Spanish forces put up stiff resistance, hoping to delay the Carlist forces for as long as possible, but were eventually beaten back. Officials' report indicate that the Palacio Real de Madrid has been thoroughly pillaged by Carlist soldiers, ending up with the building burning down in the night, and that the Puerto de Alcala was rigged with explosives and destroyed along with many more or less noteworthy royal monuments. With the fall of their capital, it is expected for the Kingdom of Spain to surrender soon, despite calls for merciless resistance from Spanish generals. So falls the heart of this Kingdom of Spain. Alright. We're doing our little push down here in the south. Rebellion in Yemen. Okay, we should really cut here. The Weltkrieg caused tremendous damage to the already struggling Ottoman Empire. Large sections of the Arabian Peninsula were cut off from the sublime Porter's rules for years due to the successes of the Arab Revolt. All the same, with the peace with honor, the Yemeni Vilayet was to some extent brought back under Ottoman rule, at least in theory. For many years, Yemen has mostly run its own affairs, with the Sultan's gaze fixed firmly on his own domestic troubles. With conflict erupting in the Suez and across the Holy Land, the Yemen has once more been cut off from the bulk of the Ottoman army. Taking advantage of this opportunity, combined with the perceptible weakness of the Ottoman state, the Imam has publicly declared the creation of a new independent kingdom. Another blow, and we need to cut. So, thank you very much for watching. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell button. I very much appreciate your support, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.